So, you know what it is, y'all. No Man Mondays. Shout out to Jay Quest with the beat. This is No Man Mondays. Shout out to everybody listening in on Zoom right now, everybody across the globe. Big shout out to everybody. Let's see. I'm sorry, I got to get these right. Yo, we are right now in 91 countries. Big shout out to everybody all over the globe. We got 113,624 people listening in on the radio. Shout out to Young Ja. What up, homie? Hip Hop Zone alumni. We are talking about smacking the shit out you, in a sense. Everybody saw the joint last night. You know what I mean? We're talking about basically women using men as their attack dogs. You know what I'm saying? What is this? That whole incident last night reeked of, oh shit, I got to do something. She gonna say something later. You know what I mean? So I would love to hear from the brothers. Bruh, Pete, you was off. You was off mute for a minute, and I definitely want to get to what you got to say, bro. So let us know your thoughts on this whole situation, man.
I got different thoughts. One from the professional thought. I'll give you that one first. Will Smith was dead 100% wrong. Okay? There's no way you can justify that. All right? Especially with the message that you send to our youth that was actually watching that. Okay? Secondly, on the professional side, you and I both know top-rate comedians. And we know the comedian's going to point to anything that he can to get a joke. That's part of the profession.
Exactly.
Right? If anything, if Jada felt disrespected, they could have waited till after the show and gave Chris an opportunity to apologize, you know, and you in the moment, you in your profession, you doing what you do. That's what you do. You crack jokes. It's a joke. Everybody keeps missing that key word. That key word is joke.
Joke.
Okay? To be honest with you, Will Smith should have got his face smashed. Chris Rock should have smashed his face. He should have broke his fucking jaw. Okay? Not because he got smacked in the face, but because of the, what's the right word I'm looking for? Because of the professionalism that everybody sees Will Smith in. Okay? He just broke that whole persona of himself. He just gave all that away. You got me? Because now today, yesterday in the morning, Will Smith was looked at as being the next Bill Cosby, you know, the America's, you know,
Yep.
You got what I'm saying?
Yep.
Today, he just being looked at as a Philadelphia nigga that don't know how to control his motherfucking emotions. That's point blank. Secondly, we also got to understand Jada Pinkett Smith ain't no angel her motherfucking self.
Oh, Thank Lord. You. Let's go there.
Don't do that, bro, Pete. She's
go there.
She's an angel. Don't talk about her like that. She's a queen.
You know, so let's get that shit straight right there. You know, he made a joke. Have y'all noticed? They showing y'all everything about the slap, everything about Will Smith easing across the stage, smacking him in the face, easing back off the stage, and cussing him out, sitting in his seat. Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. They ain't showing you the joke. They ain't showing you what happened after the show. They ain't showing you nothing. Was the joke really that bad that Jada Pinkett Smith couldn't laugh at it and call it a joke?
That's one of the topics. That's one of the points I definitely wanted to make about, you know, the issue right now, where I say he was used as an attack dog. Nobody talks about the disrespect that he's gone through at her hands, throughout social media, throughout everything that's gone on, you know, with their family, and it's been made public. You know what I mean? And for him to make, it wasn't even really an off-color joke. He said, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see you in it. Like, that's really a good look, because she could actually play that part. You know what I mean? She could, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother stream of income for her.
Maybe
So
20 years ago.
no. Check me out. Had he said, and this is something I want to say, you know what I'm saying? I would love to hear some of the females' point of view. I would love to hear some of the brothers' point of view about it. But like, okay, there's jokes that are off color, and then there are other jokes. Like, that was a positive joke. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see you in it. You know what I'm saying? Now, had he said, brother, your wife head looked like some shaved monkey nuts, I could understand if you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? For her to get upset about what he said, and you know what I'm saying, for him to make, you know what I'm saying, for Will Smith to make that now, you know what I'm saying? If I would have said that shit, oh yeah, it would have been a problem. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, what really is the issue behind what happened? Like, yo, she basically got upset. He was cool. And then after he saw that she wasn't good with it, ran up and smacked the dude.
Yes.
Like, yo, I understand he's wrong, but what I'm saying is, like, yo, she's got to be, you know what I mean? Like, yo, she's got to be held accountable for something.
Are we saying that he wouldn't get up and get that if she wouldn't have gave him that look?
No, he wouldn't have.
Totally. He would not have.
That makes him her attack dog.
Exactly.
Because a dog doesn't attack until you signal it to, not a trained one at least.
So you're saying she got Will Smith trained?
Definitely.
She's been trying his manhood for the last 5 years with her little joint, right? But I just want to remind everybody who Will Smith is. That's a West Philly cat who been getting busy like that for a long time in his hip hop career. Come on, let you know.
And that's some real shit.
Everybody on some disrespectful shit. I'm not surprised to see him up and do that.
That's some real shit. He's from West Philly, 52nd Street. He's from West Philly.
But my thing is like this, like, yo, when is it like, yo, instead of looking at Chris Rock, bro, you need to look at your wife.
Chris Rock isn't the first person that Will Smith has slapped. Like, I guess that's why this
Regina
Hall,
Hall said something about it.
My dude.
Hey, bless that.
Sorry. Oh, go ahead, Nala. Go ahead, Nala. Nala was about to say something. Go ahead, Di. After Nala.
I said that Will Smith, this is not the first person that Will Smith has slapped. So I guess that's why the topic is kind of like I get it, but at the same time, I mean, even if she were to throw a tantrum, like at the end of the day, he's the one who got up out his seat and went to go slap Chris Rock. Like, I guess that's why I don't know if this is a good topic for
who do you slap?
For if it's a woman's fault, because it hardly has anything to do with Jada. I feel like
who do you slap before?
He smacked the white dude overseas and tried to kiss him in his mouth, which is justified.
Yeah,
but that was a self-defense mechanism. That's different.
That's a whole different story.
But
Come
I'm saying,
on,
I'm talking about
that's apples and orange balls. That's apples and orange balls.
Parents just don't understand Will Smith. Will Smith. Listen.
Hold on. But real quick, go ahead, Di. You got something to say.
Right. I got, first of all, you can't just, I disagree with a lot of y'all and I agree with a lot of y'all. So here go. You can't just say, yo, it's a joke. Let's start there, right? Because she got some shit with her. She got that alopecia, she loses. So you can't be like, oh, that was a justified joke, a light joke. It's almost the equivalent if you got a son that's on or a daughter that's on the spectrum and somebody make a retard joke.
But they say Chris Rock didn't know about that.
So whether he know or not, he know now. So, and then I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Yo, I see nothing wrong with what Will did. Nothing.
I would love to hear his opinion. Go ahead.
Will was the definition of on site last night. And here it is. You ain't gonna be on stage cracking jokes because you think you safe on stage. Right. You
Well,
can
let me
catch it
ask you,
just
let
like
me
that.
ask you
Whoa.
real quick. Hold, real quick, Di. Just to go into that. You was cool. It wasn't on site. So
It was-
I know on site. So on site is like, yo, I've been waiting for you, dog. And then now I see you. When I see you, it's going down. Now that was not on site. What
It
happened
was
was
on site. It was on site. No. Listen.
Check me
It
out real
was
quick before you
when
go
he
into it.
took
Before you
sight.
go into it,
When
die.
he took
Hold on,
sight
hold
of
on,
what it did to his wife, it was on site.
real quick. If it was on site, he wouldn't have laughed beforehand.
There
But go
you
ahead.
go.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. Because you could find it funny. Then when you look at your other half and you see how she taking it, your whole demeanor changed.
Okay.
Which is I was gonna
Now
say.
she
May I
don't
offer him some
have to.
pushback?
And listen,
Not
and
yet.
she don't have to give the yo. Are you gonna do it all? Yo, when you with somebody, as long as they've been together, all she got to do is give that nigga a look, and he know what it is.
Attack dog.
Call it whatever. But listen, remember when
Discomfort.
you stand up there and you say to love, honor, cherish, to have, and to hold,
No
hold,
doubt.
and not just hold physically, but hold the fuck down. He held her down last night.
Okay.
Agree.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. So holding her down. You know what I mean? He was holding her down. If that's the case, why do it that way?
Because that slap was intended for
Because
another person.
Why? This is why. You humiliate my wife in public, I'm going to humiliate you in public. Point blank, period. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And just because you on stage, you ain't safe, nigga.
Okay. Go ahead,
That's it.
Courtney.
So I guess my issue with all of this is that, well, first of all, I posted to the group that Chris Rock suffers from a form of autism. I just want to make that known if you didn't already know. The other part is there are people who write jokes for these performers, for the people on stage. And it's not like Chris Rock was coming for Jada or coming for Will. He was working. He was at work.
That's
He was
it.
So, I mean, I think it's different if he was like doing this to attack them. He was working at the Oscars.
Working or not, you still have to be mindful of what comes out your mouth. You can't
Right.
go to
Yeah.
work. You can't go to work and your boss piss you off and you be like, fuck you, crack, I ain't doing it. Like, don't work that way. Work, that's not a safe haven. That's not an umbrella to place it under because he was at work. And even if he didn't write it, it still gotta come out your mouth. You gotta
Comedian's
you
a
gotta have
different story
ownership.
though. Die. You know what I'm saying?
Not.
Comedian's a different story, and you know that.
Yeah,
It's like,
comedians
yo,
are different
you
stories.
know that, and you're there. And my thing is like, yo, for real, dog. First of all, if your wife, your wife is in no danger, no physical danger. You know what I'm
At
saying?
all.
And then on top of that, it's like, okay, you feel a certain way. All right, if it's that deep, you know what? Forget y'all. We out. Come
Yeah.
on, baby, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk.
So
to
if your wife ain't in danger,
later, dog.
if your wife ain't in danger, and you and some funny dirty nigga just say something, you just gonna let him run off at the mouth?
Bro,
Are you gonna
because he
respond
put
to?
paper in his pocket?
Are you gonna respond?
Let me go ahead. Go
Hold
ahead,
up,
Dice.
y'all. Hold up for a minute,
Go ahead,
y'all.
Dice.
Hold up for a minute, Dice, please. What's being left out here and what's not being understood is Chris Rock is not just some fuddy-duddy nigga off the street. He is a comedian. That is how he puts his beans on the table. Okay? I understand the fact that he can say something that what he said to Jada, it could have offended 50 other women in that audience that may have been in Jada's situation. He don't know. You act like he knew what he wasn't going at her. He was not coming at her throat. Okay? And to twist it around and make it seem like he was coming at her throat is definitely wrong.
Nah, but
That's
he got
the wrong thing to do.
he got her name in his mouth again. You go back, they said this dude been doing this since 2016, bro.
But
Now, wait. Let me finish.
Go
Let
ahead.
me finish my thought.
Go ahead.
And for Bro P, I can't even believe you co-signing that, man. Because how many people is in that audience that he could have went at? That's black on black crime for you joking on just a handful of black people that's there. Talk about one of the white people like that. You wouldn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't do that.
Now,
But you think it's okay because they black?
real
Come
quick,
on,
real
man.
quick. Let's
Where's
talk
the
about
unity
real
in
quick.
that?
Hold on. Real quick. Let's talk about the actual shit that was said. 2016, he said, this is what he said about Jada Pinkett. All right. He said, yo, Jada Pinkett boycotting the Grammys is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. You know what I mean? So that's not that's honest. She's didn't have no movies. She wasn't part of the Oscar thing.
She
She's
wasn't
talking
relevant.
about- Exactly. So she's boycotting. So that's what he said. All right. So that's a joke. All right.
With this.
Hold up, real now. This time he says, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see you in it. Again, he could have said some crazy shit about her fucked up head.
Yes.
But it
If
was
he
a
felt
reference
like it,
to
as a
it, though.
comedian. As a
It
comedian.
was a reference to it.
He did not do that though. You feel me? He
Yeah,
did
but you
not
can't-
go hard.
Bless, you can't.
whereas-
How hard can he go at the Oscars making a joke? That was as hard as he can go for the Oscars, and he went as hard as he could go.
Can I throw something in?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Doug. Oh, let Doug speak. He's a newbie. He ain't spoken.
Yeah, this my partner. I brought him here. This is my homie.
Shout
So
out
he
Doug-
gonna bring some.
Doug
He gonna bring
Lapsley.
some balance. He gonna bring some balance to the conversation.
Yo, I mean, I'm hearing it from all different points. I guess I'm looking at it in an entirely different way. I'm looking at the end result of it all. That's what I'm looking at. Because emotions are instinctive, but control is learned. Facts.
Mm.
So him saying, keep my wife's name out your mouth, got no problem with that. When he put his hands on the man, that's when it went left.
There you go.
That's when it went left, when you put your hands on the man. Because a lot of y'all bringing up valid points. She wasn't in no danger. It was words. But now on the same note, I'm gonna go on the opposite side. You're a comedian. If your words got the ability to make somebody laugh, they also got the ability to make somebody angry. Newton's third law of physics. For every action, there's what, everybody?
Equal and
Equal
opposite
and
reaction.
reaction. You cannot dictate when a man reaches his breaking point. And you cannot dictate when or where he breaks. Now,
Or how he chooses to respond.
The question is, did she unleash him? I'm looking at it more of the fact that when he went all the way up on the stage and hit the man, for me, just my personal opinion, I think that was just the straw that broke the camel back. And Chris Rock was just the guy that flipped the switch. I don't think he was the main proponent of that. I just think he was the dude that flipped the switch, the last switch.
I ain't hear no. Ah, please stop, Will,
Right.
stop.
How many times have everybody here, no matter how much mental faculty you got, then lost control? Think about it. Whether it was right, whether it was wrong, irrelevant. The fact of the matter is you lost control. And what was the end result of it? So that's what we're seeing. What I'm also seeing though is you got two stand-up Black brothers, bad situation, on a bad platform, at a bad time, and the world is looking at them like, this is how they act.
Yep.
But on the same note, I could also go this route. If you want to go that route of this is how we act, then I can also go to January 6th on how y'all act. So let's not make it like Chris and Will.
I said we going into that
Black.
point in a minute.
Right. If Chris and Will, by their actions last night, broke the back of the Black community, then the Black community wasn't that strong in the first place, bro.
Oh no, I ain't talking about
One
it.
monkey don't stop no show. But on the same note, he was wrong for putting his hands on Chris. But there's also a level of accountability that Chris, you said this to this man, that man got set off. He shouldn't have put his hands on you. But you can't, just because you hide behind the fact of your occupation that you're a comedian, you also got to understand that there might be some energy with that. You understand what I'm saying? So if the bottom line is he ain't had no business putting his hands on him. I'm totally with that. Now, here's what also I'm looking at, and I'm done. I'm done with my thought. Now I want to see. Here's what I want to see. All the black people who was checking for Will Smith, now I want to see who in their corner. Are they going to run and hide and protect themselves in Black Hollywood? Now I want to see who the real gatekeepers are. Because it don't get no worse than that. With Will Smith on a global scale slapping another black man on world television. Now I want to see who really gonna be in this brother corner now. Now I want to see if she gonna check for him like he been checking for her. Now I'm just watching.
All right, let's see. Whoa.
The black. Can I say something? Can I say something?
Come on, Rod.
Number one, this was not a black thing. This was.
You got 4 minutes before break, but go ahead.
This is the white Hollywood thing. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about checking for Will Smith because he's solidified. The problem, I came home and I was talking to my family about this, and they, you know, we didn't speak all day. So they said, you know, I said, I thought it was interesting. You know, he came at her and he was subliminal with it. He dropped subliminals. And the one thing I say to the brother just speaking, he apologized and basically said, I broke. I feel like I broke because of, I take a lot of, basically he was saying, I take a lot of ridicule and shots. I'm human. You know, he started out saying that in his speech. People forget that in the speech, he basically said, you know, you take a lot of criticism and sometimes you can't take all that criticism. When you're a public figure, and I am a public figure, so I understand the criticism. And sometimes it spills over. And the thing is, when you continually, you came at, it was personal to me, right? You wouldn't say nothing about a whole community. You wouldn't say anything about this community. If you said something subliminally about her rare disease or whatever she has, and you felt that that was okay. It wasn't nothing about her movies. What you were saying earlier, I think what he was saying earlier was about when she saying she was boycotting whatever award.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with boycott. That was just an awards. He talked about something that she was personally going through that was documented.
But that's not, and that's my thing. It's like, yo, there was no, so you can degrade somebody with a joke, or you can make a joke and there's no negative connotation to it. Like there was no negative connotation to that joke. You know what I'm saying?
The joke that you talked about last night?
Go ahead.
You talking about the joke that happened last night?
Yes.
If you're saying someone is bald headed when we know this person does have hair, but they're losing hair because of a rare disease that they have, what that's like implying. Now you're qualified to do that role. So you drop a subliminal.
Bless. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, so number one, I think an important part of this conversation should be privilege, because Will got on that stage and he hit Chris because he knew he was going to go home that night. That's number one. Number two, I would like to say that Demi Moore, G.I. Jane, totally fit, totally hot, great, shaved, beautiful head. And that's what Jada is. Like, Jada is a beautiful woman with a beautiful head. And I know that she's going through something, but I don't think that what Chris said was derogatory in the least, except that she suffer from alopecia.
That's a woman's empowerment movie. You know what I'm saying? G.I. Jane. And then to compare his wife with G.I. Jane, which may even put her in the running to actually do a sequel. You know what I'm saying? Considering like, yo, that's a possibility now because that shit was put out in the air. You feel me? Now, that's not a diss. We know what a diss is. You know what I'm saying? That's not a diss. To mention somebody's name and to mention somebody.
Like
I wonder if it would have been the same way if Chris Rock had said, "Can't wait for Black Panther 3." you fit that role perfectly.
Exactly. The way she was dressed.
I think it all
What if
boils
he had
down
said
to.
that?
I think it all boils down to the recipient. Like I was saying before, that's what we don't know. We
Exactly.
don't know how deep. We don't know how deep to go to the point to where he got on stage and slapped
It's
no
facts.
dude.
Like,
Facts.
and that's my
Facts.
thing. Like
So
she got
so
upset
we
about something
it-
that did not need to be upset about. I ain't cutting you off, bro, but I gotta, we gotta make this a little break here. Go.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting a little deep now. You feel me? It's not just about the issue at hand. It's a lot deeper. So with that being said, my bad. I'm trying to read all of these messages real quick. It's your man, Bless the Party Sparker. You know what this is, y'all. No Man Mondays. Hip Hop Zone Radio, Power357radio.com. Movie and music around the globe and across the fader, y'all.